In this meeting, we will discuss what are phrasal verbs. And this is in your students' books, page 68. You have to know, first of all, you have to know that phrasal verbs, verbs that are usually formed with an ordinary verb, for example, take, and the particle, for example, up. And that will be take up. Together, that have a particular meaning that is different from the meaning of the verb alone. So phrasal verbs are verbs that are usually formed of, or they are verbs that are consist of two parts. The first part is an ordinary verb هو فعل عادي. For example, take. And the second part is a particle. Particle means a حرف أو أداة. And they are together, the ordinary verb plus the particle, they are together. They form a particular meaning that is different from the meaning of the verb alone. إذا هم مع بعضهم البعض بشكلوا معنى جديد بيختلف عن معنى لو كانوا كل واحدة منهم على حدة. For example, take up has a different meaning from إلها معنى مختلف عن لو كانت take لحالها or up لحال. So phrasal verbs, verbs that consist of two parts. The first part is an ordinary verb and the second part is a particle. For example, take up. If you take a look at this slide, in this slide we have some phrasal verbs, and these verbs are in page 67 in the two articles that we had about Billy Elliot and Bend It Like Become. So, and this exercise is number 1, page 68. So, in this exercise, you have to say the definition and its meaning as a phrasal verb. Then I wrote its meaning in Arabic to know it. Let's take a look at the first one. The first definition we have: begin a journey or a trip. So begin a journey or a trip, and its a phrasal verb means set off. So set off, it's a phrasal verb, and it consists of two parts اللي هم set plus off. Set plus off, and together they have a different meaning, which is begin a journey or a trip, and its meaning in Arabic is this. If we move to number 2, we have finally be in a situation or place after some time. And this definition has the meaning of end up. So end up is a phrasal verb and it consists of two verbs اللي هم end plus up. And end up means finally be in a situation or place after some time, and this is its meaning in Arabic. Number 3, we have continue or not stop. This means keep on. So keep on means continue or not stop. And it's a phrasal verb consists of two verbs, which are keep plus on. Number 4, we have start doing an activity, and which means take up. So take up is a phrasal verb, means start doing something, and it consists of take plus up. Number 5, here we have get information or learn about something new. So that means find out. So find out, which means يكتشف أو يوجد شيء معين, means in English get information or learn about something new, and this is find out. The next one we have show up. Show up means arrive or appear at a place, usually late or unexpectedly, and it's a phrasal verb consists of two verbs. The first one is show, which is the ordinary verb, and the next one is a particle, which is the up, which is up. So show up is a phrasal verb. The next one here we have give up. Give up, which has the meaning of stop doing something, is a phrasal verb consists of two verbs, give plus up. The last one here we have get along. Get along is also a phrasal verb that consists of two verbs, get plus along. Get is the ordinary verb plus along is the particle, and get along means have a good relationship or be friendly with someone. Now, let's move to the next slide. In this slide, you have this is exercise number 3 in page 68. Exercise number 2, sorry, in page 68. In this exercise, you have to underline the phrasal verbs in the sentences. Sentence number 1: I can't come tonight. I'm still getting over a cold. So where's the phrasal verb in this sentence? Of course, it's get over. Get over. It's get over. Getting over because we have and this sentence is in the present continuous. So getting over is a phrasal verb. Getting over is a phrasal verb consists of two verbs. Get is the ordinary verb and over is the particle, and together getting over means recover بمعنى يتعافى من المرض. So get over means recover. Sentence number 2. Do you know what time the plane takes off? So do you know what time the plane takes off? Here the phrasal verb is takes off. Takes off is a phrasal verb consists of two verbs. The first one is the ordinary verb and the second one is the particle. Take is the ordinary verb and off is the particle. So together they mean fly. So takes off means fly or to leave. بمعنى يغادر أو يقلع. In sentence number 3, we have this sentence. I had a flu last night. My friends came over and we watched a movie. Here we have came over. This is the phrasal verb came over. Came is the ordinary verb and over is the particle. So came over together means بمعنى visit. Like they visit me and we watched a movie together. معنى زارني. Number 4, here we have she hangs out with her friends at the email. The phrasal verb is hang out. And hangs out, why hangs? Because this sentence is in the present tense. لأن الفريزال verbs بنعاملهم زي موقعهم في الجملة حسب التنسز اللي بيكونوا موجودين فيهم. Present simple, past perfect, present continuous, present perfect, whatever. So she hangs out. Hangs out here is the phrasal verb which consists of hangs or hang, which is the ordinary verb, and out, which is the particle, and they together mean spend time together. So hangs out means spend time together. And in the next slide, if you take a look, now if you take a look at this exercise, which is in your student books, page 68, and this is exercise number 3, you have to complete the sentences with the perfect phrasal verb. So here you have set of phrasal verbs and you have to choose one of them, and you also can use the previous phrasal verbs that we had in the previous slide, which are getting over, takes off, come over, and hangs out. So let's start. You have to complete the sentences with the perfect phrasal verbs. Number 1, here we have to get over a cold faster, rest, and drink lots of orange juice. Here we have to use a phrasal verb that has a meaning of recover بمعنى يتعافى. So if you have a cold, in order to get over, in order to recover a cold faster, you have to rest. بمعنى إذا أردت أن تتعافى من البرد بسرعة, you have to rest and drink lots of orange juice. So here get over means recover or يتعافى من. Number 2, I fight with my sister all the time, but now we are getting along very well. Here you have to use a phrasal verb that has a meaning of have a good relationship together. So get along here means have a good friendship or relationship with somebody. بمعنى أنه ينسجم مع شخص معين. And if you can see in this sentence here, we put the verb with ing. Why ing? Because this sentence is in the present continuous tense, because here we have now. Yes. In sentence number 3, she said she would meet me at 6 o'clock, but she didn't show up until 7. So here in this sentence, we use show up as a phrasal verb, and show up means arrive, and sometimes and usually it's at late time, في وقت متأخر. So show up بمعنى حضر أو ظهر أو وصل إلى المكان المعين، بالعادة يكون بشكل متأخر. And this is the perfect phrasal verb for this sentence. In sentence number 4, would you like to come over to my house tonight? So this sentence, we use come over as a phrasal verb, and come over means visit. So would you like to visit me at my house tonight, or would you like to come over to my house tonight? Here in this sentence, we use come as an infinitive verb without ing, it's not in the past tense. Why here? Because we have to, and to is followed by infinitive verb, and it will be come over. Sentence number 5, I started studying Portuguese, but it was difficult, so I gave up after 6 months. In this sentence, I started studying Portuguese بمعنى بدأت في تعلم اللغة البرتغالية, but it was difficult, لكنها كانت صعبة. So I gave up after 6 months. Give up means stop fighting or stop doing something, and it's in the past tense. It's not give up, it's gave up. Why? Because this sentence is in the past tense here, because we have started and we have was. Number 6, I don't know what her name is, but I'm going to find, sorry, it's not here, ما في عندنا شيء, but I'm going to find out. Why find out? Find out means discovered, or بمعنى يكتشف شيء معين أو يجد شيء معين. So I don't know what her name is, but I'm going to find out. سوف أوجده. And here we have to, and to is followed by an infinitive verb. In sentence number 7, she hurt her foot, and but she kept on playing until the end of the game. So she hurt her foot, but she kept on. Kept on or keep on has the same meaning of to continue something، بمعنى يتواصل أو يواصل فعل شيء معين. So she kept on playing until the end of the game. Why kept on? Kept is the past tense of keep. Why kept here? Because this sentence is in the past tense. And the last sentence, I need to exercise more, so I'm going to take up taekwondo. Take up here means بمعنى أنه يعني يمارس رياضة معينة. As we said in the first slide, take up, like for example, take up boxing, take up swimming. So take up taekwondo. Taekwondo, of course, it's a Korean martial arts. So take up بمعنى يبدأ في ممارسة شيء معين يحبه، رياضة معينة. So the perfect phrasal verb here is take up. So today we talked about phrasal verbs and said that phrasal verbs are verbs that consist of 2 parts. The first part is the ordinary verb الفعل العادي, and the second one is the particle اللي هو الأداة أو الحرف اللي بيكون ملازم معه, and they are together has a different or a particular meaning. بيكون لهم particular meaning, معنى بيكون بيختلف عن لو كانوا مع بعضهم.